Welcome back once again, all of my low carb friends, and for those of you who are here for the first time, welcome. Today I have another very easy, quick keto dessert recipe for you. Today we are going to combine your two most favorite things, chocolate and pizza. Today we are going to make a keto chocolate pizza. And if you're not a huge chocolate fan, you can always, once you learn how to make the basics of this, you can always change it and make it into a vanilla pizza or a strawberry pizza or a coffee flavored pizza. Any flavor you want, you can pretty much make this pizza into. And if you want a printable version of this recipe, you can check out my website at janet'sdeliciouslowcarbkitchen.com. You can find a printable version of this recipe and other goodies there for you. And if you're new to the channel and you want to see lots of easy, delicious, low-carb keto recipes, make sure you click that subscribe button and click the notification bell that's right next to the subscribe button. That way you can be notified every time I put out videos, at least every Wednesday and Saturday. And if you'd like to help support the channel, make sure you scroll down in the description of the video. You'll see some affiliate links. Anytime you purchase anything using those affiliate links, a small portion of your purchase will go to me and help support the channel. So, while you do all that, let's get cooking. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees. Line a 12 to 13 inch round pizza pan with some parchment paper or a silicone baking mat. If you don't have a pizza pan, you can just use a 9 by 13 inch baking sheet. Then set your pan or baking sheet aside. In a large mixing bowl, combine 112 grams or around 1 cup of coconut flour, 27 grams or around 1/3 cup of cocoa powder, 75 grams or around 6 tablespoons of the granulated sweetener of your choice. I'm using granulated monk fruit sweetener. You can use whatever granulated sweetener you want. You can also adjust this more or less depending on how sweet you want the crust of your pizza. Add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and 10 grams or around 2 teaspoons of baking powder. If you want to, you can add some additional dry spices or flavorings to give the crust a little bit more of a flavor to it. That's up to you. I'm just leaving mine as is. Sift everything together until everything is fully combined and there are no lumps in the dry ingredients. Add 3 large room temperature eggs. Make sure they are room temperature. They stir in more smooth when they're room temperature. Stir the eggs into the dry ingredients until everything is fully combined and all the dry ingredients are moist. Add a 1/2 cup of butter that's been melted and cooled. Make sure it is slightly cooled. You do not want to add hot butter. Add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. You can adjust this more or less depending on how much of a vanilla hint you want in your pizza crust. Stir everything together until everything is fully combined. Add 85 grams or around 1/3 cup of room temperature Greek yogurt or sour cream. If you are using the yogurt, make sure it is Greek yogurt or a thick yogurt of some kind, and you can use plain or flavored. I'm actually using vanilla flavored. Stir everything together until everything is fully combined and a smooth dough forms. Scrape down the sides of the bowl and push the dough to the center of the bowl. Then we're going to test the dough and make sure we have the right texture. So we test it by forming the dough into a ball, then roll the ball of dough around in the bowl a little bit, just a few times, just making sure that the dough is coming together and holding its shape well. Then take a smaller portion of dough in your hands and kind of roll it around in a ball and just kind of play around with it in your hands a little bit. You just want to make sure that the dough is going to hold its shape. It's going to come together smoothly. It should be a lightly moist dough. It should not be sticky and it should not be crumbly. It should be coming together and holding its shape nicely. Once you have the right texture of dough, then form your dough back into a ball and place the ball of dough in the center of your prepared pizza pan or baking sheet, whichever one you're using. Use your hands and press the dough evenly throughout the pizza pan or the baking sheet, whatever you're using. You don't have to necessarily push this all the way across the entire pizza pan or baking sheet. You just press it out to your desired thickness. I'm using a 13-inch pizza pan, but I actually only pressed my pizza crust out to about 11.5-inch diameter. Make sure as you are pressing it out that you keep the dough smooth and even at all times. Place the dough into your preheated oven. Bake at 375 degrees for 10 to 12 minutes or until the dough is slightly darkened around the edges. Once the crust is done cooking, Remove it from the oven, then allow it to cool in the pan for at least 10 minutes so it can firm up. While the crust is firming up, in a medium mixing bowl, combine 200 grams or around 1 cup of Greek yogurt or any other type of thick yogurt. It needs to be a thick yogurt, not your traditional thin yogurt. And you can use plain or flavored also for this. I am using vanilla flavored Greek yogurt. Add 21 grams or around 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. Use a fork and stir the yogurt and the cocoa powder together until everything is fully combined. Gradually stir in 42 grams or around 1/4 cup of the powdered sweetener of your choice. I'm using the powdered monk fruit allulose blend that I make. You can use whatever powdered sweetener you want. When you are adding this, make sure you just add it about a tablespoon at a time and stir it in really well after each addition. You want to make sure that this frosting stays nice and smooth. If you want to, you can add 2 to 3 teaspoons of vanilla extract or the extract of your choice. Then stir it in until it's fully combined. Set the frosting aside until the crust has set for at least 10 minutes. Once the crust has set for at least 10 minutes and is firm, take your frosting and spread it evenly over the crust. When you're spreading this over the crust, leave about a 1/2 inch or so of empty border around the edge of the pizza. So the frosting is basically going to look like how your pizza sauce would look. You know, when you have a regular pizza, your pizza sauce doesn't usually go from edge to edge. You've got a little bit of an empty border, so that's what we're doing here with the frosting. It's basically your pizza sauce. Sprinkle your desired toppings evenly over the frosting. I'm just using some chopped peanuts and Lily's caramel chocolate chips, and I also sprinkled a little bit of Choc Zero's white chocolate chips. You can put whatever toppings you want. If you don't like nuts, you can use flaked coconut. You can use chopped chocolate instead of chocolate chips. Lily's and Funky Fat Foods have really good chocolate bars that you can just chop up if you don't want to use chocolate chips. Whatever you want, whatever type of topping you want, that is all up to you. Then let the pizza sit for a few minutes until it is 100% completely cooled. Once the pizza's cooled, you can slice it into your desired size slices. Okay, we are back. There is my little slice of pizza there. Yummy chocolate. It's got chocolate chips and nuts all on it. But the question is, how does it taste, right? Right. Let's see. Yummy. The texture is kind of a cross between a cookie and a cake in the texture of the crust part. But that's really good. Has a really good, nice texture, nice flavor to it. It's really sturdy, not falling apart or anything. I love that quick Greek yogurt frosting because, of course, I'm all about protein. Y'all know that. So it doesn't just add a good, nice, sweet layer to the top, but it also gives it protein. So yes, this is definitely thumbs up for me. Yummy, 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 yummy. You can eat this pizza immediately. If you do have any leftovers, store it in an airtight container in your refrigerator for up to 1 week. Eat and enjoy. And that's our recipe of the day. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you want to see more videos like this, make sure you click that thumbs up like button, click that subscribe button, leave me a comment if you want to. Let me know if there's any recipes that you'd like to learn how to make, and I'll do what I can to get those out there for you. And as always, keep cooking.